Hi, everybody. Good evening and happy Monday. I am Kat here with Catalyst Holistic Life Coaching, and I'm here to do your weekly guidance reading. I didn't get around to doing one last week. It was just kind of emotionally tumultuous, and I had to also prepare for a yoga teacher training weekend that I just came back from, which was great. We did all the heart chakra stuff, and I'm so excited to share what happened with that. I have some catch up to do with some videos talking about the chakras with you guys and what my process is learning through that modality. So, yeah, we are moving into Taurus season, which is awesome. Taurus is a nice, fun, little more relaxed time of spring. All the flowers start to come, and Montana's finally getting green. I was just down in Colorado, and they already have like leaves are almost there. So I really didn't want to leave and come back, but it's coming. It's coming. I'm excited. So I am going to be using my Wild Unknown Tarot deck by Kim Kranz. We just pick 3 cards for the week ahead, and they're not, what's the word I'm looking for? They're not predictive. They're more so something that you can use to like help you through your week, something that's like a mental challenge for you to kind of see how you can integrate these messages into your life. And it's just an intuitive process for me. So whatever messages you might get from it yourself, you can totally take that away from it too. I will say we have the new moon in Taurus this Saturday on May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. And in my moon cards, Taurus, new moon, I'm sure that closely, prosperity lies ahead. And Taurus is related to money and comforts and food and just all the things that feel good. And that's what I just came out of with the heart chakra weekend, was just like, yeah, like really feel into what makes you feel good. Like, what does your heart really desire? And so moving out of this month that was kind of fiery and like setting a lot of intention, now it's kind of moving into this more indulging sort of energy, indulging in the things that make you feel good, which will progress you more in the goals that you're setting for yourself. Because if you don't take the time to sit and feel into those things and really get your emotions out of it, then how are you really progressing with your goals? And is it something you really want to be doing? So I will go ahead and just start shuffling the tarot cards. I fluctuate between tarot and oracle, just kind of whatever deck feels good. I'd love some feedback from you guys. If there's ever a deck that you really want me to use one week, you can totally comment and let me know. This is just like one of my favorite decks though. So, and I will probably be doing another little card guidance with the angel deck just to give like a really clear message if anything comes up. So, okay. So for today and tomorrow, the middle of the week, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday. Yeah. All right. So for the beginning of the week, the energy is the 4 of Pentacles. As you can see with the 4 of Pentacles, they're all bound together in these really tight knit webs, and they're immobile. Nothing's really moving. So this could be material possession, like maybe you're being too greedy or self-centered and you're really just holding on to everything because you're so afraid to lose it. Or this could just be energy that you're not allowing to move through your life, like you're not allowing change to come into your life, whatever that might look like It could be with abundance, or it could be with maybe a job or people. And this is more about like keeping control of what you have. And with it being the pentacles, the more like physical realm. So what's really in front of us being held so tightly. And this doesn't allow new things or flow to come into your life. And so again, with that new moon energy of the prosperity lies ahead, and with something new culminating, maybe the beginning of the week is asking you, where do you need to loosen up and start to let certain things go that maybe you don't realize you don't need. Be open to new things coming in and flowing to you. So, and then as we move into the middle of the week, we have the Magician in the reverse. So the Magician has all of the elements of the tarot, which has to do with manifestation and the ability to take all the tools that he's acquired and bringing it to life in the real world. And so with it being in the reverse this week, maybe this fear of letting go, of allowing new things to come in, maybe during the middle of the week is making you feel like you don't have this power over your life. That, this is a really popular deck. I love this deck. Hi, Alicia. So it's you have all this knowledge that you've gained, and maybe you're kind of having some recent bad experiences where you're just like, you don't trust in this flow anymore. You don't trust for new things to come in. And so you don't think you have this power to manifest whatever you want. You think you have to hold on to these old ideas instead of just allowing, like, you have all the tools that you need from your own journeys and the journey that you continue to move through. And so in the middle of the week, just kind of really thinking to yourself and giving yourself that credit that you have so many things that you can use to culminate the experience that you want. And maybe it's just not in the way that you thought it would be. And so really challenging yourself to let go, loosen up a little bit, and really trust yourself into manifesting what you want your life to look like. And then into the weekend, we have the Tower. So 2 major arcanas in this reading. So there's a lot of powerful energy going on this week with a new moon. That would also make sense. So the Tower, with the tree being struck down, the Tower is like this sudden change, this defining moment of just everything crumbles. What we knew is falling. This foundation that has been built up is crumbling down. So this could either be a warning, and this isn't necessarily like a bad warning, because whatever isn't useful anymore in our lives does have to fall away. Sometimes it's just willingly or unwillingly, but it's all for your benefit. This isn't something that's out to get you. It's something that's going to create that new power and maybe open yourself up to the Magician power again. So potentially, like, something could just suddenly come into your life that is just shaking it up, and you think everything around you has just like fallen down, but really taking the time to look around and be like, okay, but what do I really still have? Like, what am I holding here that I need to build up from and build that new, stronger foundation? Otherwise, like, outside of that, yeah, that could be just this change. And especially with a new moon moving into a new cycle, that very potentially could be that sudden change. And with it being Taurus, and with I'm seeing quite a few like pentacle symbols here, maybe you're having a sudden change financially. Like, maybe you're suddenly losing a job or a means to make money, or just suffering like a sudden loss. And this loss could potentially be from that fear of losing. So now you've manifested what you were afraid of because you were just holding on too tightly, and now it's all crumbled and you're kind of left in this wake of what do I do? But the Tower is not seen as a very like bad or forlorn energy. It's just saying that this change needs to happen. This spark, this ignition into the new is going to push you into that powerful manifester that you are, that everybody has the ability to do. And maybe this is just what you need to be able to see it and perceive it. So however that resonates with you guys, that might sound kind of heavy, but I think it's actually like a very positive thing. And, you know, it could be you putting yourself into this change as well. Like maybe it doesn't just come at you blindsided. Like maybe you just finally have had enough and you're like, nope, I need to change my life. And this is what I'm going to do it. And so think of it as an empowering thing too. And we'll go ahead and I'll draw a card from my angels deck if they have a kind of message to go along with this reading. Whether you really believe in archangels or angels in general, I also like to think of these as like my guardian angels. So they could be loved ones from the other side, or just you know, your spirit guides. So just think of it however way like suits you. You don't have to see it in that light. So okay, well, these three fell out of the bottom, so we'll just start with that. So first one is ask for help from others. So I think this is connected to with the magician of thinking you don't have all these tools or these things and being very restrictive. So maybe this is asking for you to not be so guarded around people and find your really like close friends that you can share this energy with and ask for their help. Like if you're feeling really stuck and you're just like really want this change to happen, but you don't know how, there's absolutely nothing wrong with reaching out to someone who you know cares for you and saying, I need some sort of guidance. Can you help me with this? So whatever that looks like for you, friends, family, whatever, a partner maybe. One way that always helps even faster in manifestation is working together in the collective. And that's kind of the energy of this card as well, is pooling resources and pulling these all together, but allowing it to flow the way that it needs to. So not trying to control people or letting people control you. Okay. And then for the second card, don't stop, exclamation mark. So yeah, if you're feeling defeated and like you can't manifest this energy and you're just kind of feeling hopeless, like don't stop. Keep pushing, keep wanting that change and make that change happen for you. Don't think that you don't have any power here and it doesn't stay this way. I know that's always hard to swallow when you're like really stuck in the moment. Just, it's not going to stay this way. Things always get better. And so even when it seems dark, it's going to change. And so keep just pushing and pushing. Even when it seems like it's almost the end, it's not. So if there's somebody that really needs to hear that, who's feeling really hopeless, like this is really clearly to you, like don't stop believing. That's what popped in my head as soon as I said okay. And then for the third card, asking your angels. So you know, this, if you're not really like a spiritual person and you don't really have like guardian angels or like a faith that you really follow, I'm not really like particular to anything. I do think I have like spirit guides and like higher self to consult in, and then like my ancestral like family members and old earth medicine. I think there's a lot of consultation in that. So whatever an angel or some sort of protector or something, if you need some sort of message, this could also just be like asking your inner guide. So if there's something you're not clear about, and maybe you don't necessarily like, you're not finding it in your friends or other sources, actually sitting with yourself and asking your inner self what it is that you really need. And this could be connecting with your true potential, aligning with what your life potential is actually leading towards. So yeah, I think that is going to be it for today. So I am gonna share this video on a few different pages, and if you have any feedback or any questions about it, the full video's up here. I'd love to hear from you guys also about how the week turned out for you. If anything popped up that you were just like, that actually made a lot of sense. I love to hear those kind of stories. And if you ever want a personal reading, also reach out to me. Yeah, I think that is it for today. So have a great week, everyone. And I love you all. I'll talk to you later. Bye.